Welcome to another episode of the author series of the Empower Her book. Hey there, I'm Kat Mak, and I have the Chelsea Thomas all the way from very far away from where I am. I think it takes close to 24 hours to get to you. But with the power of the interweb, we just connect, which is so amazing. Congratulations on being a best-selling author.
Thank you.
And you're a mum of three, you've got your hands full, you've had a very fruitful life, and yet you're very, very young. And where to from here? Word has it, you worked for 18 years for the railway, and word has it, according to your book, and if you'd like to read more, you have to get the Empower Her book to read it yourself, that you have seen everyone, royals, famous people. I'm like, what a fruitful, I'd say every day would have been different.
Yes. Yeah. Completely different. You didn't know who you were going to meet.
That is so exciting. I was in your shoes feeling the train and I'm like, who did she meet next?
Yeah.
Which meeting? Like I know we can be here and talking for hours about that, but we won't. So throughout your journey, you've had some ups and downs, some stops, just like on a railway.
Yeah.
And now you've stopped stopping at all stations and you've jumped ship. You're now running your own business as an online entrepreneur, and hats off to you, because I believe that it's not that easy and not everyone can do it. And it's great when you do. And resilience is one thing you need. But it gives you the flexibility. But before we get into what you're doing now, which I love, why did you decide to put your pen to paper and write a book?
When I was first contacted, I was seen for one of my online business ads. One of the ladies spotted me and nominated me. At first, I was, is this a joke? Why would why would I be asked? At the time, I'd really been working on my inner self. Years previously, I had quite a negative mindset.
Okay. Mhm.
So I was
Uh,
concentrating on working on myself and pushing myself out of my comfort zone and becoming the person that said yes to any opportunities that presented themselves, whether they were scary or not. So when I was asked, I was overwhelmed and I thought, go for it. Do it. It's something you've never done before. It's something that's scary. Go for it. And I've just felt so honored to be a part of the whole experience. It's really been amazing, with these women that I'd never met or spoken to or anything. It's been a beautiful thing, really has.
yeah, does it feel liberating?
Definitely. I feel like I am capable of so much more than I ever gave myself credit for. Yeah, and I just hope that it inspires other women to do the same things that, you know, you can do anything you put your mind to. And it's good to be scared and do something that that's out of your comfort zone. You
Yeah.
feel amazing afterwards. It's like, wow, I've just done that, and it definitely.
So you talked about inspiring women. What would be one thing that you could share with us today to inspire other women to take action or to do what you're doing? Because people will read your story and they'll go, wow, I know you've had some medical challenges, but I don't know that from your journey, you've gone, hang on, okay, and the rest, you'd have to read the chapter. And the way you describe it is the norm. And that's really interesting.
We all have a point, or everybody feels that they're stagnant or they're stuck in a cycle that they feel like they just can't break free from. At the end of the day, if you sit where you are today and not make any changes, you're going to be in exactly the same spot in 12 months time. If you want more, you're worth more, you can do more. You don't want to be stuck in the 9 to 5 grind, surviving just on paycheck to paycheck anymore. And why should you? Why?
No.
Exactly. It's not what we're here for.
Aren't we here for joy?
Exactly. We're here to live, not just exist.
Yeah.
So I can just inspire one woman just to make them think, I can do it. Yes, I can do it. I want to do this. So I'm going to go after it and I am going to do it, and the change that comes with it. And it only then pushes you and gives you the drive to go after more. Enjoy the journey. You don't have to stay stuck. You're
No.
worth so much more, and you can do anything. You really can.
That's something that definitely in your chapter you talk about your journey of down, resilience, up. Then you went, hang on a second. I'm really proud of myself, the one I bought a home on my own.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would be so damn proud of that. And that was a long time ago. Not now.
yeah,
We're talking ages ago. Thank you, parents, for that one because I wish my parents taught me that earlier. But they didn't. I was a spender. And you talk
yeah,
about where I was the weak and broken man, broken woman, and new roles were invented. You're like, I was that person, but I'm no longer that person.
yeah. I
So
was in
it's
a
exactly going back to, yeah. I love when you said that.
yeah,
Love it. It's true.
yeah.
It's
When
true.
you think you haven't got any fight left in you, you just got to dig that little bit deeper, and that light, that fire is there. And I think sometimes you have to go through the breakdown to then reach the breakthrough. And everyone's experienced, all sorts of things on their journey, and just not to let it defeat them, rise from it.
Yeah. Absolutely rise from it. So what would you be most proud of? I mean, I can name so many things in your chapter that I would be so proud of, but
Really?
I'm not the one to it's not my story to say.
Apart from my three children.
Yeah.
So recently, working on myself, working on my mindset, which has been the biggest challenge, but the strength that I feel now for putting myself first. I made
Yeah.
myself a priority. My inner self needed a lot of work. So that's been a massive achievement for me because I feel like a completely new woman. I can do anything, and that's my biggest achievement. And then also being part of the Empower Her book, which is something I hadn't even thought of being an author. It never crossed my mind. And then when the opportunity presented itself, and now where we are now, and it's astonishing. It's just been a great, massive achievement. Yeah. So
I mean, you talk about when you were after 18 years, you were given your marching orders,
yeah,
and that in itself was the biggest blessing for you, I think.
when I look back now, yes, definitely. At the time, I was devastated. Especially because of the reasoning behind it. Uh,
You were
yeah,
devoted.
the reasoning behind it, I just felt it was just so unjust, because they were like my family, another family, if you know what I mean. So it was like
Well,
all
it's
of,
because you talk about you loved your job. You
yeah, I
loved
did,
it.
and then I just like lost lost everything. Yeah, very quickly. But it has been a massive blessing because I would have just remained and, just carried on doing all the out.
You never have even written a book.
No, this opportunity, no, nothing would have presented itself. No, I would have just been in my little cycle.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's exactly what you said, the breakdown for, you have to have a breakdown to get a breakthrough, and I think that was definitely one breakthrough. Yeah.
oh, massive. It's changed my perspective on so much. The whole thing of why do we have to be, working 40 plus hours a week for 40 plus years, and I just think that was the eye opener that I thought, no, it's about your time. Your time is precious. We're not here for long. So
We
this
don't know when our time's up, and don't you think that the time is passing even faster?
definitely,
Where is September gone?
wow, it's scary how quickly it's gone. Exactly. Look how quickly it goes. And we're only here for a very, very short time.
So that note, with
Yes.
all the experience that you've gone through, the generational trauma that you've experienced, as we all do, and we only realize when we get older, it's like, oh my God, I'm battling stuff from my childhood. Really? Why was I carrying that baggage? Like,
Mm,
seriously, doesn't serve. What would you say to your 20-year-old self when you look at her in the mirror?
I would say one thing would be keep your circle small,
Oh, that's a good one.
stay away from drama. Don't sit at the same table with people that drag you down. Sit at the table where you're behind others that you will then want to rise even,
Rising.
yes, and be with people that want you to do well as well. Because I mean, not it's a sad thing in life because people aren't really happy for you when you're doing well for yourself. Especially, I've learned that myself in the past 12 months. Friends and family haven't been so happy or supportive. People tend to want you to stay at their level. And also, if you have a niggling feeling or thought like you want to do something, if you just sit there, that feeling won't go away. You go after it, you take action. It's your life. So really make the dream your reality.
Sit at the king's table.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And positive energy. That's another thing I would tell myself. Try not to don't look at the bad side all the time.
I mean,
Think
life's gonna happen, absolutely, but yeah,
mm,
life's gonna happen.
definitely don't let fear stand in the way and just go for it. That's what I would tell myself. Do more that scares you. Because really in the end it's not that scary.
It's not, isn't it? So
No, no,
no, we make up the fear.
definitely. We can let it hold us back. And it's only a feeling, you know. So that's probably what I would say to my 20-year-old self.
I love that, and, your kids are gonna be 20 years old soon, so
Mm,
hope that, and I dare say you are, nurturing those feelings to what you didn't have. Does that make sense? Or you didn't
definitely,
know? Yeah.
definitely. I mean, my son, he started his own business. So he started it at 12.
I love that.
Yeah, so I'm encouraging, and like my daughter now, she's like, I want to start something. I want to start something. So we've been brainstorming, her ideas. She's very creative. So she wants to start something next year. So I'm like,
I love that. See, you've got the
yeah,
seed, you've planted the seeds.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. And like I said, my son's little business has been doing really well.
Really? What is he
Yeah.
doing?
So he's been making business cards for other companies and key rings. I mean, his bedroom is like a mini factory.
Good, I love that.
Doing so well. I mean, he's had so many orders for a wedding, for wedding favors, for the key rings. Yeah, so that's what I said. I said, you don't have to just conform to the societal norm. Don't just think that you go to school and then you have to then work for somebody else.
It's
Don't
okay if you do. It's okay if you do both. That's fine. That box that we're put into is not necessarily for everyone.
exactly. Yeah. So I've said if it all starts with an idea, if you want to go for it, I'll be there to help you. Go for it. It's all about making the most of what you have time wise. Yeah. So I
Good
tell
on
them
you.
from life, and they're like, "Oh, see more of the world." Well, there you go, start now, and then I say work hard now for your business to work harder for you. So then
Yeah,
you go and enjoy
yeah.
everything. Yeah. So I'm hoping that they'll adopt that. It
Well, they
took me
already have. I'd say they already have. Chelsea, it was an absolute pleasure having a chat to you, and congratulations again on your book, the collaborative book of 25 amazing women that have poured their heart out and risen from their story, because
Yeah.
your words have power, your story matters. It's exactly what you said earlier. If we can impact one person and you impacted me by reading it, then it's going to be a multiplier effect. So
No,
thank you so much. And we finally got there in the end.
yeah. Thank you for having me. It's been lovely. It really has.
You have a wonderful morning.
And well, you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah.
Thank and just all
What did you say about the farm, being on a farm?
so I was it was just the norm to me. So I'd be there, with the males and all the bales of hay, and I would actually deliver lambs if they got,
Wow.
as my hands were small, so from the age of 7, if the lambs got stuck, it was my job to, sometimes the leg would get stuck behind, so I would deliver them. It was just natural. So I was like a vet at 7. But
That's
it was,
insane. And you would ride tractors.
yeah, God, yeah. It was, or I was at the back on top of the bales on the trailer. It was, yeah, think about it. It was lovely. It was beautiful. Yeah, but it was just normal.
It's amazing how we take things for granted.
Yeah.
How we
Yeah.
take things for granted. I remember, at 4 years old, I used to sew dolls' clothes with an industrial sewing machine.
At 4.
I've got the scar on my finger to prove it, where I had the needle falling my finger. I didn't even know how I reached. I must have been pressing I don't know, because 'cause I'm tiny. I don't know how I pressed the pedal.
Wow.
It's amazing what we just follow naturally, and people are like, "How did you do that?" And I'm looking at you going,
Yeah.
"Wow."
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful story.